passive aggressive people. Oh, let me tell you something, okay? I hate when people do not speak up. We go talk about it, okay? We go talk about it. Before we talk about it, I gotta do. Commercial time. Good morning, Instagram. And of course, good morning to the TikTok, you don't stop. And good morning to all the beautiful podcasters out there. You are appreciated and thank you for listening to me. And yeah, so can I get a drum roll, please? Today is Fabulous Friday with the Rainbows. Brooklyn edition with the bricks. Let's get it. Fabulous Friday with the Rainbows. Brooklyn edition with the bricks. Let's get it. Fabulous, Brooklyn, fabulous. I'm telling you, you can make that to a whole song. But anyway, now that the intro is out the way, bad. I hate a person that don't want to speak up. So this triggered me. Okay. I was up late last night, y'all. I was up late. And I saw this TikTok of this girl getting a wash and set. It was in New York. I forgot what area it was, whatever the case may be. She basically was showing her getting her wash and set. And she was mad because they didn't put the rollers on her. They just her hair, which I believe that's really bad for your hair. So I don't blame her for having a problem with that. But guess what? She didn't speak up. And then when the lady was styling her hair, she bumped the ends. And guess what? She didn't speak up. And then she said she had a date or whatever that night. And then she had wrapped it. And then when she took it out the wrap, she really had liked her hair. So this was like a remix of the original video. So it showed the original video, and then another hairstylist came and she went off. She basically was saying like how she hate when people don't speak up, especially being in that type of field, because you didn't even give the lady a chance to fix whatever you didn't like. And I completely agree with her, but we're about to flip it because I'm not a hairstylist. And we're just going to talk about that in general. Don't you hate when someone has a problem with something and they don't speak up? But you know what gets me under my skin even more is when they wait till like everything's bottled up. Like it's like I'm tapping you and I'm tapping you and you're not saying nothing. So I'm going to continue tapping you until you just blow up, probably knock me out and just spaz out. But if you would have said, stop at the first tap, we wouldn't be where we were, right? And I don't have this problem of not speaking up. If anything, I told y'all I learned recently how to shut the F up, okay? So if anything, I need to be quiet. I love the fact that I'm able to speak up for myself. I shout out to my mother for making me have no choice but to have a backbone. And yes, I know how to speak up for myself. I know how to articulate myself very well, thanks to college also. So yes, I hate when someone does not speak up, especially women, okay? If you have a problem with something, especially when it's towards your man, because I said this, I forgot what episode I said this in, but I hate those women that don't speak up, because then when a guy comes to a chick like me, they go be like, whoa. And it's like, yeah, whoa. Because I'm not her. I'm going to speak up. Okay? I'm not going to wait till it's the Titanic and the ship is sinking and now I want to scream for help. No. The moment I see that the ship has been damaged, I am screaming for help. Okay? And it's very toxic. And people don't point this out enough for me. That's a very toxic trait to have. I'd rather have somebody who talk too much than for somebody who don't talk at all. To be honest. Because when you're not I'm not a mind reader, okay? I know y'all probably watched That's So Raven, but I'm not a psychic. And people can't read other people's minds. So the fact that if you have a problem with something and you're physically and mentally not capable, not physically, but you're mentally not capable of speaking up for yourself, that is a problem. That is a toxic trait, and stay away from me. Stay away from me with that. I don't got time. I don't got time. I need people that's going to speak their mind around me. I don't need yes, ma'am. I don't need people that's going to shut their mouth. I need you to tell me when I'm right, and I need you to tell me when I'm wrong. Okay? Because like I said, I'm a very outspoken and outgoing person. And sometimes I do be in the wrong. but that's just me personally, myself. And if you're dealing with someone like this, right? Because I feel like it's two types. You have, well, three actually. You have the person that don't say nothing at all, the person that doesn't say anything until they blow up, or the person that picks and chooses when to speak up. And because they're not doing it all the time or majority of the time, it's still a toxic trait. And these are issues that you need to worry about if you're dating, because if you have a passive aggressive person, they're going to give you a headache, okay? They're going to give you a headache because they're always going to think that you could read their mind, or it's just going to be a big mess. It's non-communication. And if they're just sitting there not saying nothing, it's going to literally drive you crazy, like literally crazy, okay? And so you have, like I said, the three, right? Back to the three. And if you're somebody who's trying to work on these things, if you're one of these three and you're trying to work on it, one, I salute you. Thank you for recognizing the problem. And thank you for trying to get help on it. Because like I said, this is not healthy. This is a very toxic trait. And I get it. Speaking up is not always easy. The only thing that I'd be scared of not a lot of times, but when I'm really, really mad about something, and I know that whatever comes out of my mouth is not going to be nice, and I know that if the person try to get crazy with me, I'm probably going to end up in jail. So I literally have to tell myself, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Because, so I get it, but that's not from fear of telling a person something, especially about themselves. Especially if I'm paying for a service. If I'm paying for a service and the service is not to my liking, you got to fix this, baby. You got to fix this, or you're not going to get paid. Like, that's just point blank period. I'm paying for this. If I don't like it, no. They're trying to fix it. Thank you. Shout outs to you. And I would say the first step to fixing this is my personal advice, is I would let the people around me know that I am changing things about me. I am working on me. And my first step to working on me is to speak up more. Because a lot of times, these types of people get ran over. See, I'm the type of person, stay away from me. I don't want to run you over. I need you to speak. But a lot of people like y'all because y'all not going to say nothing. They're not going to like people like me. They're going to be like, yo, I wish this chick would shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally like, we're the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? They say opposites attract, but not in this case, for me at least. And a lot of people are going to try to run you over and take advantage of you because you never speak up for yourself. So I feel like the first step is to give people a clear warning that I'm working on me and I'm going to start speaking up more. So then when you do start speaking up, it's not a crazy surprise. People are treating you like you were alien and you just landed in your spaceship. Like, no, you knew what it was. You knew I was coming. So that's my advice for the first step. And start speaking up for yourself. Just because you speak up for yourself don't mean that it has to be conflict. You could say it in a very respectful way. Like, it doesn't always have to be in a negative energy or type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll just be like, no, I don't like that. Or no, I don't want to do that. Or, but if it's like a more deeper situation to where you're in a relationship and your spouse is doing something that's really bothering you, y'all need to learn how to create a safe place and to start talking to each other. That's my advice. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. But me personally, I can't do these types of people. I can't. I'd rather a big mouth person around me all the time than a person that don't want to speak up, especially for themselves. Like, if you're not going to speak, I'll be ready to speak up for other people. Like, I really do. I'll be ready to go off. The other day I was ready to go off on some girl, but I was like, you know what? Let me just mind my business. Because it's not my situation. And I like to stick up for myself. Not even it's just my natural, response to things, Learn to speak. And when I say speak, I'm not talking about just words coming out of your mouth. Learn to let people hear your words. It doesn't have to be, no. It could be as simple as just saying, no, thank you. Or, no. So I wish you luck on this journey if you're trying to change it. If you're not trying to change it and you're okay with yourself, please stay the fuck away from me. No, literally, like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just the best way to put it. Like, please stay the fuck away from me because I don't got time. I don't got time for that. I really don't. And I need people around me that's going to give me the real, no filter. And I need people that's going to put me in my place. I need a aggressive or like honest big mouth people around me because who I am as a person, y'all know me by now. Y'all listen. If you new, then it's different. But if you're not new, like, you guys know, this personality be popping nothing. Okay, this personality pop, and sometimes I be wrong. And if you're around people that's just not gonna tell you wrong or just completely just gonna be yes men, you're gonna fail in life. You're literally gonna fail in life. Because they're not going to correct you. You're going to think that everything you do is right. Even when you feel it in your heart that is wrong, if you got people in your face telling you that is right, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me personally. This is just how I look at it personally. But yeah. People that don't speak up, passive aggressive people. Shout outs to y'all. But if you're trying to change, really shout outs to you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope this episode didn't trigger you into the point where you're just like, Hopefully you're ready to change, you know? And if you're dealing with a passive aggressive person, God bless your soul, you know? Good luck. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. So yes, if you made it to the end of this episode, I love you. And if you didn't, it's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? You still stop by. So hopefully you got a little bit of tips, you know what I'm saying, on how to deal with these types of people. And yes, that is my episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget the monthly giveaways. Go to my website, www.imstaceyp.com, and sign up for the monthly giveaways, please, because the first giveaway is going to be January 15th. So yeah, I keep forgetting to promote it. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in my next episode.